Princess Serena, not Princess Serena, and today I am participating in my first ever month of the CCPP collaboration, which stands for Celebrating Collections, People, and Pins. I mean, Princess Serena has to partake in this, am I right? And this month is celebrating the Lunar New Year. And it's the year of the tiger, so I had to throw this cute number on. I'm an ox myself, so my year was last year, but I am excited for this year. I know so many tigers. My mom's a tiger.
My grandma's a tiger. My aunt is a tiger. And like half my friends are tigers.
So it's gonna be a great year surrounded by some good energy over here. So I'm going to show you all of my Asian pins. So pins from Hong Kong Disney, Shanghai, or Tokyo Sea. And I also have one Japan store exclusive as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. You know what also is red and is in February? Valentine's Day. So it's fitting that I'm starting off with this Minnie and Mickey set from Tokyo Sea. It's them on the Italian flag as a pin-on-pin element, and I just think these are so cute. I love that they're actually colored the same as the flag. It's like they're kind of blending into the background, but then they pop because they're a pin-on-pin element. And they're very tiny, but I actually think it's adorable since this makes it all cute and dainty, and it looks wonderful on my Italy board, which I still have. They're just not in my background anymore right now because we're running out of room here. So this is the only one that's not a park pin because this Disney Store Japan exclusive. This actually came out, I believe, at the beginning of last year as a box set. It had a bunch of Pixar pins. It's a perfect bottom centerpiece kind of for my Pixar alphabet board because it kind of has a tag that says Pixar. This is a Pixar alphabet, so thought it was a cute little addition to that board to tie it all together. Speaking of Pixar, I actually only have one Shanghai pin, so it's of the Pixar spinner here, and it has pairs of characters from different Pixar movies, and actually the Inside Out one has three primary colors, so I feel like they pop and it's really nice. And it's also the Pixar colors. Oh my goodness, yeah! Anger, joy, and sadness. They're the Pixar colors as well. I never really clicked that the Pixar colors are the primary colors. No wonder I love it. It just pops. And it's kind of interesting that there's no Toy Story here. Just because, you know, out of all the Pixar films, they definitely have the most merch and the most pins. So it's kind of nice that all of these movies get to stand their own without Buzz and Woody kind of taking over the focus in a sense. I do love Toy Story as much as the next gal, probably even more than the next gal. It's so smooth. You can spin it however you want, but I display it starting with Anger upright just because most of the characters on that side of the pin aren't in the Pixar alphabet. So out of that side, the only one really on that side of the pin that is represented there is Sully, actually. Whereas all the ones at the bottom, Lightning McQueen, Eve, Wally, and Joy, are all on the Pixar alphabet. It's just a way to sneak some more characters in there, which I love. And this is definitely one of my favorite pins. I feel like I say that about so many pins. One day I will have to do a video celebrating my favorite pins. I feel like, oh yeah, top 5, but that top 5 is probably like 20 pins. So I'll figure that out. Moving along to all of my Hong Kong pins. So first up is this Hong Kong game pin. You have to win it in a game. And so it has a little hidden Mickey icon there as well. And this one's a Perry in a little popcorn bucket. It is so cute. Oh my gosh. It's the little Tsum Tsum, which I also have. But him in a popcorn bucket, just so random but hilarious. I feel like it works. He's trying to blend in like with the popcorn. Which is kind of funny because, you know, he has a secret identity. So maybe he's kind of just trying to blend in plain sight, you know? Dr. Doofenshmirtz would be like, popcorn, and then he like pops out a platypus in popcorn, and then he like puts a fedora. Perry the platypus in popcorn. Like, I can see it now. Hidden Mickey pin 3 of 10. So that means there's 10. I'm assuming they're all little Tsum Tsums and popcorns. I have to look that up on Pinfix. It's gonna be adorable. But I'm pretty sure this is the only Disney Channel one. I mean, pretty sure. Of course I am. I know every single one in existence. And they're making more now. So it's exciting time. Speaking of popcorn, Anger is so angry that he's popping the kernels. I love that so much. And I remember this was one of my first trades ever when I joined the Canadian group over 2 years ago. Wow, the colors just pop. They pop, no pun intended. Oh gosh, see me out now. No, please stay. Subscribe if you haven't, for more corny jokes. I never noticed until now, as I feel like I haven't stared at it like this intensely, but the orange background actually has tints of sparkle in there. Not like too much, but like a little bit. It adds a nice flair there, or should I say flavor, to the popcorn. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna want popcorn soon. This is another Hong Kong hidden Mickey, but this one is of Coco and Miguel, and I actually used to have this whole set, but I recently downsized them away. I have 4 of them still for trade or sale, so if you want them, let me know. They are harder to come by because it took a while for me to find them. I could not let go of this one because I cry at this scene when he just like sings her papa's song and like she wasn't remembering him, but all of a sudden like she remembers the words and they're singing together, and it's like the climax of the movie. And it's so cool too. I love how artistic these pins are, which is what got me into the set, but really like this is my favorite like pin design of the set. But I love how they're all silhouettes and it's kind of like a window and it's stunning. I got another Mickey pin here. This is actually part of a 4-pin set, but I just got this one because it's Italy, of course. And I love this one so much. It represents all 4 cities that I went to when I was in Italy. He's on a gondola, so that's Venice. Then he's pointing to the Tower of Pisa, which I went on and conquered. And I was kind of surprised how small it was because I was used to climbing higher towers in like Rome and Florence. So when I got to that one, I literally thought it was halfway. I'm like, that's it. And then I got back down and devoured a whole pizza. Then you have the Coliseum here, which I went to. And then I'd like to think this is the Duomo from Florence. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it is in the background. I could be wrong, but I'm going to pretend nonetheless because pins are whatever they mean to you. And there's a little mark on this pin, which I was aware of when I bought it, but it's okay because it's like I made my mark in Italy, you know? 9 nights, 4 cities, like what a time. Roll back to traveling, LOL, hopefully soon. I have a bunch of travel pins over here, but I've never been in Asia before. Europe is actually the only time I've ever been out of the continent, so one day, hopefully I'll be able to show you some travel Asia pins. We'll see. And then we got a Minnie and Mickey Graduation Day 2020 pin, and this one is so cute. I was able to trade for it. I was actually not even looking for this pin. I was trading with someone for their Cheetah Girls pin, and then they had this too, and they liked something else of mine, so I was like, sure. It's always fun when like certain pins kind of come to you naturally, like you weren't looking for them. Just like with the Minnie and Mickey Italy flag ones, I actually was looking for a Hanukkah pin, but then they had that, so then I bought that as well. So I guess Minnie and Mickey kind of have a way of sneaking their way into my collection. Hat actually moves. They look adorable in their little outfits. And this is my only limited edition Asian pin, so I thought I would save it for last. So it's Wally and Eve, and it's actually for the 10th anniversary, so it shows June 27, 2008. I did see it in theaters when I was a kid. I remember my grandpa distinctly fell asleep during the first half because it is very slow paced, but honestly, I loved it. I'm impressed with my artistic movie taste when I was a kid. That reminds me, I should probably watch Wally again. One of my favorite pastimes is to see out of all my friends and family who hasn't seen Wally and then force them to watch it with me. And they always like it. Disney.pin.love. Ryan, you watched it. That was all you, but I'm glad, you know, taste. Canadian YouTube channels, yeah, we have to have taste, you know, we gotta represent Canada. Eve actually moves ever so slightly here, which is adorable. It's like she's laughing because Wally is doing something like so pure and innocent. Oh my god, everything he does is just so pure, and my heart every time. Just every moment in the movie, my heart, you know? Can't take it. But I love how sparkly it is, like all the different colors. You got greens and purples mixed up there in the background. This one's a limited edition of 500. Here's an overview of the Asian Disney pins I showed. I actually have a fantasy pin coming from the Philippines right now. So that's it for my Asian pins to celebrate the Lunar New Year. I hope you enjoyed. I'm actually so surprised how many I had. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more pin related content from me every Tuesday. But every month I'm going to have one that's on a different day of the week, and I'm going to try my very best to still keep up with the Tuesday that week as well. I'd love to know in the comments what your favorite pin I showed was, and if you have a lot of Asian pins. I hope the Year of the Tiger brings you great health, wealth, and that you're just surrounded by a really great support system that supports you and everything that makes you happy. Like the people I surround myself with supports my pins, loves that they make me happy, and this year is 100% gonna be so great for my pins. Stay tuned to next week's video. It's gonna be quite exciting. And as always, take care of yourselves and have a magical day. Bye.